welcome back to another video. So excuse me guys, because I'm gonna be eating while I talk to you guys. This is gonna be a quick video, nothing too long, because I am on my lunch break right now. So I did want to make this video because I feel like it's really important to catch you guys up on, you know, my life and everything that's been going on. My other channel, I did mention that I was going to do a video talking more about this and my son and all that. So I did make some notes, and I'm going to be eating, so it's kind of, I guess, a mukbang slash update. So as you guys can read from the title of this video, my 1-year-old is getting help from the Child's Development Center. I literally have, like, I had a nurse visit appointment for a shot to not go into labor, so I'm getting those literally every week, and I barely had time to go get food. So anyways, before I begin, he's my 4th boy. I have 3 boys, and obviously he's my baby. And so I already know, like, you know, how my children acted and all this and that, and so my baby was definitely way much more different than my other kids. And I know every kid is different. They all have different behaviorals and act in different ways or whatever. They all have their own, como se dice, like, personality and all that, which obviously I'm aware of. But my baby, it was like to a whole nother level. So first of all, number one thing that I noticed, I guess, for my son, who is exactly, I believe, like 19 months. So I would definitely have to say he wasn't responding to his name. Adriel. 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 So every time we would call him, like, even if I said Adriel, or I said baby, or I said papa, like, he literally wouldn't respond to his name. There was a few times where, you know, I kind of had to, like, say it really louder and be like, Adriel, and or kind of like clap, like, while I said his name in order for him to turn. But when he turned, it was so, like, quick, like, he'd be like, and then turn away right away, and then he was just so focused on whatever it is that he was doing, or the TV or whatever. So that was definitely a red flag for me, because I'm like, okay, like, why is he not responding to his name, you know? And like I said, my other boys, by that age, they were already, like, responding to their name. I think what helped me a lot to remember what he was already doing in that age was the fact that I have a niece who is literally a month younger than him and is doing so much. Like, I know girls are smarter, at least that's what people say, that girls do things quicker than boys, but there are just so many things that I seen that she would do that he wouldn't do. And then I kind of looked back at my son's videos, my other baby, my 3rd boy, videos when he was around that age, and you know, like, I seen, like, such a big difference, you know. So anyways, that was number 1, not responding to his name. Number 2, tantrums. Oh my god, his tantrums till this day are so bad. There is times that I do fear that he's gonna hurt himself really bad, and I'm gonna have to take him into the hospital or something. Adriel, ¿qué pasó, papá? Ven. Ven, papá. Ven, mi amor. Because he will literally throw his whole body on the floor. If he's mad, he'll run away and throw himself. Run. If he's sitting down, or even if he's standing, he'll sit down and just throw himself, like, back, and he'll hit his head and either just stay there crying, yelling, or he'll, like, start rolling all over the place until he hits something and stops, and then kind of just starts crying. It was more like whenever he was told, no, no, papa, like, you can't do that, like, don't put that in your mouth. Like, his hearing is super good, and I know that for a fact because whenever I got him in trouble or like try to correct him, or I tried calling his name, which he throws tantrums when I call his name because he feels like he's in trouble. Even though we don't yell his name, I'm just like, Papa, Adriel, you know, to like get him to come to me or whatever, to try and give him a snack or something. He'll get mad and he'll throw himself. So definitely that's another thing. His speech there, I think it was his speech or his occupational therapist, which I will go more into in a little bit, told me that it's okay, like let him kind of like just let him have his tantrum, watch him, make sure that he's okay and that he's not hurting himself. But I'm like, literally like 80% of the time he hurts himself, you know. And sometimes when he throws himself, it's like really slow. And so I'm like, okay, he knows that he's about to throw himself. I mean, he does it really slow, but there's other times where he does hurt himself like really pretty bad. I feel like there's so much and there's like so little time. Another thing is noises. Is he started making these noises, and it was kind of like, or like snoring noises that and he would just do that a lot. I felt weird. And he was just doing that a lot, like when he was sitting down watching TV, when he was concentrated, when he's excited, randomly, just random times throughout the day, he was just making these noises. So he definitely wasn't talking, and just making a lot of noises. So that's another thing that I was like, okay, dude, what is going on? And then there's another one that's very like very caught my eye. I'm just like, what are you doing, boy? What are you doing? He loves, till this day, rocking. And by rocking, I mean he'll sit down either on the big couch, or he has a little couch, and then he'll just be rocking back and forth. And I do have videos, and I believe I have videos of him throwing a tantrum and all this and that. And if I do, while I'm talking about it, I'll add it here. But definitely one that till this day he's doing is rocking. And he'll just rock, and he'll just literally just do it like the whole time while he's watching TV. He can be standing on the couch and he's still rocking. I feel like he does it more kind of like a comfort type thing when he's really concentrated, and you know, like into the TV, or when he's like in an uncomfortable environment, or nervous or things like that. But he literally does it a lot. I'm just like, why are you doing that? Why are you rocking so much? Another thing was his eating. He is such a bad eater. My baby is literally like that chiquito. Like, he is so little. And when I see him, I feel like he's not gaining weight. Like, he's just not getting bigger. Like, I feel like I see him and I feel him like I feel like he's a little baby. And I feel like a lot of it has to do with his nutrition. Like, he's just not eating, and that's something I do need to look into. So if you guys know anything that I can give him, either in his bottle or something, I need to look into it more. Let me know. That would be greatly appreciated, because I need some type of vitamins in that boy, because he's a bad eater. He's actually doing way better now than he did a little bit ago, but every time I sit him down in his high chair, he'll just start playing with his food, throwing his food behind his head, throwing it on the floor, and then it takes him a while for him to actually like start grabbing the food and start eating it. It just depends. I mean, there's days that he does good and there's days that he does bad. He does way much better, like just for us to hand him the food, like whatever it is that he's eating or he's gonna eat, and for him to just sit on his little couch and just rock and eat. He does way much better doing that than actually sitting with us. So a lot of the time, and I feel horrible about doing it while we're eating dinner or lunch or whatever, like with everybody, sometimes I do sit him down on the high chair, but for the most part, because I want him to eat well, either I'll grab him or he'll be sitting on his couch watching TV and eating, because that's the only way that he's actually gonna like eat. Another thing he doesn't do so well with strangers. family, whatever, that he doesn't see often. He doesn't do so good with big crowds. He'll start crying and throw another tantrum if you even talk to him and he doesn't know you. He will cry. He will literally like cry and sit down and rock like so hard that he's hurting his head, or he'll throw himself on the floor and start, you know, doing a tantrum because he doesn't want to be talked to by somebody that he doesn't know. So I feel like he almost has like some type of like social anxiety. I actually had a break, how would you call it, like a breakdown yesterday. I tried taking him out to iPlay, to take my kids out, you know, to like get out and play in the indoor playground. And he was actually doing good at first, but after a while he just kind of started doing things, and he started throwing balls, to be exact, from the ball pits, and throwing and hitting other kids without knowing. He's not really alert that he's hurting other kids. At least I don't think so, because he doesn't. He's like smiling and laughing and just kind of like just so zoned down in his own little world, and he's just excited, you know. And so when then obviously I correct him, he doesn't like it and he starts throwing tantrums. And yeah, it was like literally the end of the world, and I felt so bad, and I started having a breakdown. I started crying in the car because I told my kids like we gotta go, and I felt bad for my older kids, because you know I feel like they didn't get to enjoy themselves because I'm a baby. And that was that. So because of all that was going on, and not only that, but I don't know if I told you guys already, but I have a brother who is autistic. He is going on 10, and he is doing so good, guys, like so good. I was actually his caregiver. If you guys don't know who I'm talking about, his name's Isaiah. And in my other personal channel, like I actually show him there, and I believe I do talk about him, but I was his caregiver at one point. And so you know, there's like a lot of things that I kind of like seen from him that I see in my son. And obviously every kid that is autistic, you know, there's different type of like levels and this and that, and it's definitely different for my son. But you know, there was little things that they kind of did the same or do the same. So after, you know, doing all that, getting videos and all this and that, and seeing videos on TikTok of parents who post their kids who are autistic or think they are autistic, a lot of those kids I seen do exact same things that my Adiel does, and I was like, oh my god, like, it isn't a sign. And then my sister one time, she sent me a freaking video, and it was one that I was seeing on TikTok of a little girl that's autistic doing literally the exact same things that Adiel does. And I was like, oh my gosh, dude, like I was literally just looking at this video, and then you sent me the video, and that's crazy. So because of all that, I decided to reach out to his doctor and tell them like, hey, is there any way to get a referral to send my son in to get tested for autism? So I had to do like a whole questionnaire, and they had like a millions of questions. Really quick, guys, I forgot to mention on the video as I'm editing it right now, forgot to tell you guys that on top of the questionnaire, they also send me to an audiologist to make sure that it's not his hearing and that he can hear well, which he did pass. There was one that he wasn't able to do the hola, and they leave it in your ears for like 60 seconds, and so he wasn't like staying still because obviously he doesn't like getting touched by strangers. So I have to take him back to redo that one. But his other one, he passed it, and I mean, every time the guy would talk, like he would turn and look and then turn to the left, turn to the right. So he actually did really good. So I just wanted to put that out there. I totally forgot to mention it. And then finally, once I turned that in, like, okay, we're gonna send him over, we're gonna send her over to a children's development center. And they actually called me right away. They were like pretty quick at it. Send me over. They called me, and the thing that I love about it is that they go to your house. So they've been going to my house. I've had 2 visits so far. First one actually went pretty good. Second one, and not so good. I had to wake him up from his nap, and so he was not having it. She literally, I think she was like occupational, and I don't know exactly what it is that they do, but she couldn't even interact with him. And I'm like, I'm so sorry for like wasting your time. Like, I should have made sure that he took a nap, but it's just that he woke up early and it was just, you know, a whole mess. And so he's getting help already, and I feel like he has been improving like a lot. For example, because I wrote it down. So number one, he sleeps well. He's always slept well. Number two, he's starting to say words. Like, I can probably say that he says about 5 words. And then, like, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the song Johnny, Johnny, no papa. And so in the end, he tries to go papa, and then he goes ha, ha, ha. And so then we clap, we say, yay. Johnny, Johnny, no papa. Eating sugar, no papa. Telling lies, no papa. Open your mouth. Yay! Bravo! Bravo! So he knows what has to come next. So he's saying words. He says adios, which is bye. He says gracias, which is thank you. Hola. 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 When he watches his shows Blippi, which he loves Blippi, it starts up and it says Blippi, and he goes Papa. He's saying that. I know there's other things that he's been saying, like ring around the roses. He starts going in circles, and then when I say fall down, like he falls down and so he knows, like, he's a really smart boy, and it makes me so happy to see that he's like interacting with us, and that he's like, he knows like what to do, and he's alert more than what he was before. So I definitely think that like, he's only had 1 class with a speech, but I definitely feel like I have been trying to work with him a lot, putting videos for him. There's actually a lady called Rachel, and she's like a therapist. I don't know if she really is or not, but she does videos, and she tries like helping the kids, you know, talk. And now leave her here so you guys can see her, but I've been putting that. I've been trying to talk to him more, interact with him more. So I definitely feel like that has been helping. So yeah, so I have been getting therapy for him, so that's going good. But my mom the other day told me, like, are you gonna get him tested? I'm just like, what do you mean? I thought he had to go through this process and then get tested. And she's like, no, so right now what you're doing is that you're getting help for him, which is good, but they don't diagnose him with autism or anything. Like, you'll have to take him, you'll have to get a referral to send him to the closest what we have is Seattle Children's Autistic Center. So I would have to get a referral, get sent over there, for him to actually get tested for autism. And if he is, that way I can get more like help, you know, like therapies and all that, which I didn't know, because I thought, like I said, I'm new to all this, so I thought that it was a process that I had to go through, you know, like all these classes and all this and that, and then little by little, I guess, kind of guide me to there. Like, if he doesn't seem to be doing better, I thought that they were gonna tell me, okay, he needs to go, we're gonna send him over. So I don't know. I called this doctor this morning, and I told him, hey, I told the girl in front, can you leave a message with the doctor? And so I'm gonna follow up with her on Monday, which Monday is gonna be freaking busy because I have that appointment for follow-up with the doctor regarding his therapy. Talk to her about the referral, and then from there, I have two of his therapists are gonna come over to the house. So great. That's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions, guys, like, let me know. If you guys are an autistic mom, dad, whatever, like, let me know what your steps were, and what you did to help your kid out, because I would be really appreciated. I will take any advice. I am looking at videos, and I am trying to work with him, like I said, myself as well. And yeah, I feel like it has been helping a lot. So if you guys know anything, or you guys are more familiar with autism, all this and that, and maybe it's something else, maybe it's not even autism, maybe it's ADHD, or, you know, there's like so many things out there that it can be, but this is what I'm what I think it is, because that's all I know, I guess. I have to go back already. But what else? For his Children's Development Center, they're doing like speech, they're doing occupational, and I believe they're doing like a sensory type thing, because it can also be like a sensory type issue. Like there's kids that are not autistic, but they do certain things because of sensory issues. The only sensory issue really that I have noticed from him is like tiptoeing, and I'll also put a video here so you guys can see. And he will randomly do that. Like he doesn't do that all the time. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. It's been about 20 minutes. I gotta go back to work. It was nice catching up with you guys on here. I feel like I'm gonna probably do this more often, like do a sit down video in my car while I'm on lunch, because I get home and then I'm busy, and then I'm cleaning, and then I'm cooking, and then I'm just doing so much, and or I'm tired. And the weekends I'm so busy like catching up with things and videos. So this is actually a pretty good idea. I think I'm gonna start doing this more often. Thank you guys so much for being here. And like I said, if you guys have any questions for me, any advice for me, let me know. It's all new to me. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new to this channel, if you haven't yet, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe right now if you haven't done so, to join the family. And I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.